Hey, good morning, Lisa Taylor. Good morning to you. Good morning. How are you doing? Marsha Poole, good morning to you. Cherie Johnson, how are you doing, Cherie? Good morning to you. Marsha. You guys, today is Friday. It's March the 18th, 2022. Boy. Good morning. Yeah, I got dishes I've got to do. I got dishes to do and all kind of stuff. I was just gonna, I know this is not gonna be a long live, you guys. Make sure as you come in the building, you give a thumbs up as you come in. Help our algorithm. Hey, Diane, good morning. Sandra Watts, good morning to you. Good morning to you, sister. Good morning. So, I just wanted to make sure that we all keep our communication going on. She said, happy Friday. Happy. Good morning. So, we'll keep good communication going on. And so, got a lot of stuff on my mind. I was going to work, but guess what, you guys? Especially you guys that's south of me, that live south. If you think you better go to the store. I'm telling you now, you go to the store because it started raining last night. It rained so hard I couldn't even see where I was going. I was in the truck. I wasn't in my car because they're just now getting to putting that water pump on. And so Papa said he don't have time to do it, and he's not really familiar with that kind of car, which I already knew he didn't, but his friend thought he could do it. And then all of a sudden, nobody wants to do it. So I just took it to my mechanic, and he got it in real quick because he knew I needed it a couple of months ago. He was like, you better go ahead and get it now, girl. So we get that done. Anyway, they was like, bad weather is coming. So they was like, oh, it's going to be raining, hail, and sleet, and snowing, and all this other stuff. Guess what? Believe it. It's coming. So last night, it was raining. I could not see. I prayed the whole way to work. I prayed all the way to work, you guys. Good morning, Tina. Good morning, Lisa Calhoun. Good morning. Good morning, Diane Harris. Good morning. Good morning to you. And when I finally made it to work, Papa had to talk to me all the way to work. He normally don't do it, you guys. I'm just being honest with you. I mean, out of this year, we're in the third month. I probably spoke to my husband on my way to work. That's my first time this year. I usually get some other phone calls in at that time because I can think, I got my privacy, I can talk. And there was another case starting to happen, and I don't know if we're gonna get on that case or not. It's it's crazy, but are we gonna look at this other case? And it's not a child case, but a couple of people already know the details of the case. I've looked at the case. I was intrigued about some information on it, so we can sometimes you got to back away from the kids for a minute. Marcia says, I'm working, family, but I'm listening. All right. That's good. He talked. Yeah, he did. That was good because he knew I do not like driving that truck. It's a big truck. You guys, it's a big truck. 15-ton or whatever you want to call it. But it's a big truck. And I'm like, I don't want to drive it. Would you drive me to work? And he was like, I would get lost trying to come and pick you up. And he would, because I don't work in town. I work in this other little town, and it's like 4 towns over. I mean, he can make it there, but to remember how to go through the loops and stuff, and he can get home. But to come back to get me, I do not want to be standing out there waiting 30 minutes trying to tell him where he's at. I'm just saying. So, it's just best me just try to make it. because every little town that I work in, like, he doesn't really go out of town. There's people like that. They stay in town. They just don't they don't go to these little towns and stuff, but I know my way around all of these towns. Once I get in there, I'm not gonna say I'm a genius, because I'm not. I get lost too. But I know how to find my way back. Some kind of way. I'll get back. But even when my son had to go out and help one of my clients, he was like, Mama, you be working at the weirdest places and they're so far away. They was like, do they pay you mileage? And I say, no, but they do pay good. So we made it another week, you guys. We made it through this week. And I just want to say, thank you, Lord. We made it through this other week, and I say, thank you, Lord. Isn't he good? He is so good. You guys, I tell you what, that's one thing I can definitely say. He always come through. Yes, he does. You know, when you have enemies, and I got dishes to do. You guys see them in the sink. I got dishes to do. Don't be a matter of fact. Let me move this over so y'all. You're gonna see it anyway. Oh, let me do it like that. You don't need to look at it. Cause I did cook last night. I cooked some rotisserie chicken. I made rotisserie chicken and some macaroni and a salad. I know that don't sound like it's, but it was healthy. It was healthy. And it filled the stomach. It filled the stomach. So anyway, Cherie said, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. And I can't wait for him to get up, because I gotta go to the bank, and I'm not driving no more. Okay, so let me finish telling you guys. So it rained last night, cats and dogs, and I mean, it was a lot of rain. Like, you could not see in front of you all the way to work, all the way out of town, all the way to work. I finally made it to work. I wanted to just kiss the ground. I was like, oh my God, this is terrible. Okay, so I worked all through the night. It went good. Everything went well. Did pretty good. Got off this morning, and we got snow. So it held last night, which I didn't get that part, thank God. But we got rain, hail, sleet, and now we got snow. And you guys, it was snowing so much, it was worse than the rain. It was, did you guys hear what I said? It was worse than the rain. And I had to pray all the way home. I'm not going to call him and wake him up. I did. I was like, on the way to work, I was probably going 20, 30 miles an hour. On the way home, I was going 5, 10, no more than 10. So I'm just telling you guys, if you guys live, south, Alabama and Atlanta and Texas, you guys is finna get some stuff. Now, it ain't freezing, but it definitely is a hot mess. So I'm advising you guys. Now, you can do what you want to do, because I ain't telling you nothing. I'm just advising you. If you don't want to have to deal with that, make sure you don't have no appointments in the next 2 or 3 days. Go to the store real quick and get your toilet paper and get your milk and get your whatever you need, your soda pop. Because I guarantee you is not wanting to get out there in that hot mess, because it is nasty and people driving like they ain't got no sense. And matter of fact, one of my jobs is giving people, like right now, if I go to work, they're going to give me a bonus of $7.50 an hour to show up. And I want to show up. And if I had my car, I would show up. I would, you guys. I would be like, I would leave right now and just start headed to work. But I don't have my car. And I'm not going to have my husband take me to work. The last time he had to take me to work, he wasn't happy about it. He was like, you're only working a couple hours. I said, just stay on this side of town. And he was like, I don't like it. You work too far. Hey, Nene. Nene knows. Nene knows. Nene's in the building. Hey, Nene, how are you doing? How are you doing? Yep, more bad weather is coming. But it's going to snow for probably about 6 or 7 hours. It's going to come down fast, but it's not cold enough for it. So it's melting as it's coming down. So you're going to get a lot of slush and stuff, but it comes down fast. I mean, the windshield wipers didn't want to work on the way to work, so that was another problem. But on the way home, they was working, but it didn't matter if they was work. Well, I thank God they were working. But even though that they were working, I still had to put my high beams on, and plus, guess what? I still could not see, and I mean right in front of the car, the truck. You could not see. You could not see. So anyway, you guys, I was looking at another channel. I had slipped on to this other channel for a minute, and this channel was talking about the Maury case. The Maury case that was down there in Las Vegas. Let me tell you how many views they got. They just talked about this case 13 days ago. Not when it was happening, not didn't speak to none of the people, just gathered all the information that a year ago that we why it was hot and fresh and on the thing. They're talking about it right now. They were talking about how Terrell grabbed the gun and how the phone call came in, and Taylor was telling them that she just got the call and she came, she got the next day plane coming into town, and all of this, that, and then the baby was missing, and the baby was only but 2, getting ready to turn 3. That was a big boy. Amari was a big boy. He was big for his age. He was big for his age. I thought he was like 4 or 5, but he was only but 2 turning 3, you guys. Anyway, he was cute, though. He was a cutie. Oh, he was so cute. Anyway, they just did a story on that Amari case 13 days ago. Let me tell you how many views they got. They got 6.5 million views. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? You know, it doesn't bother me. I've never heard of this place channel before. I just ran across it. But they just gave all the stuff that we went through when we were going through it. She said, every now and then, but I'm here. What? Because you're buffering all over the place. Mm-hmm. I don't drive in the snow and ice, period. Someone would have to take me to work and pick me up. Honey, I know. I, I don't like to drive in it because I'm not a good driver when it comes to ice and snow. People's like, but you were born in Denver. They got snow all the time. Yes, they do. But they keep their roads clean, and it's a whole different atmosphere in Denver, you guys. Let me tell you something. If you've never been to Denver before, you can have snow on the ground, and be still wearing your shorts in a small t-shirt with no coat, because the weather there, I I can't remember what it what they call it, but you can drive on it and everything. Now, I ain't never went there in the wintertime, but I normally, we'll drive up there. Matter of fact, I'm thinking about driving up there, not, this summer. So you guys will get to go to Denver with us, because I'm going to go to Denver because I want to go back home. And my husband, he's been to Denver before, but I want to show him where I was born at and everything, and meet him to the tribe that I'm from. You guys, well, my tribe is not there, but the tribe that actually let me be born, you know, into their tribe. So, anyway, because my family background is we're Blackfoot. but I was born in Arapaho tribe, which is not my tribe. Like I said, our tribe is Blackfoot. A lot of people be like, I'm Kicha and I'm Cherokee and I'm Takawak or whatever. I said, well, yeah, I'm just telling you, my family is Blackfoot, so I don't know why we got the Blackfoot, but that's what we got out the whole deal. Amori was a cute pie. He still is a cute pie, Tina. If you got Indian in you, please put in the chat what tribe you from. What tribe? And like I told you guys, and that's just me, just share. There's no rhyme or reason. I was just telling you guys mine. So, and I don't know how we got Blackfoot, but we did. We got Blackfoot. Anyway, it's just a good day, and so you know, we're keeping up with everything, and everything is going like we need it to go. Just letting everybody know. Yeah, the snow is real. Hopefully, I'll pick up my car today. But anyway, you guys, I was looking at a lot of videos last night. And Cherokee, yep, Cherokee. I used to know what a lot of the different Indians, they get paid a certain amount if you have your numbers. You know, if you, oh, Lisa Calhoun said Blackfoot and Cherokee. Girl, you go then. Thank you very much. See, somebody know about them black. Lisa Calhoun, with your name being Calhoun, girl, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You gotta be kin some kind of way. I know. That is not just a common name, I'm telling you. Not everybody got that name. And spelled the same way too. Oh yeah. But, you know, I'm I'm very happy about my culture and where I'm from. She said, I don't know the tribe. My grandmother, father was pure Indian. I'll find out. Oh, okay. You remember I was telling you guys about my aunt that took care of me? She she was like, I don't know. She was so much Indian, you didn't see no African American in her at all. That's probably why my mother looked the way she did. My mother would have to been somewhere around about maybe 50%. Now I'm gonna tell you something. She said Creek Indian. My grandmother, so my mother would have to be in somewhere around about maybe 75%, because my mother was like maybe 50%. So that makes us like 25%. And once you're 25, unless you got your number, your roll number, you don't get no money. And even 25%, you get very, very little, like maybe 13, 14, $15 a month or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And the other people, they get $1,000 a month and all that other stuff. But you know, you got to have everything lined up. That's why some people go to that that one app, Ancestries or whatever, uh, you know, and try to find out all their ancestors and who was who and who married who and who, we found out a lot of stuff about my family, like a lot of my family members could not read. Like I said, one half of my family is African, and I'm not saying African American, I said African. Kaboomba. Like somebody was saying today, I was trying to figure out that word. I don't know what it means, but the word is bumcot. Bumcot. I don't know what that means. Anybody know what that means? Put it, please. Let me know. Don't put the cussing word in there. I know it's got to be a cussing word. They always say the word though. They always say bumcot, bumcot. But somebody told me it means the F word, and I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know. But anyway, I don't speak no African. But if you seen my uncle And I've got a set of twin uncles, and then I got two set of brothers that's twins. My father is a twin. My father is a twin. Yeah. And it must have just skipped over my family because none of my brothers got twins. I don't have any twins. Nobody else got. Oh, but my aunt's kids got twins. Yeah, my aunt's kids got twins. So I guess it didn't skip. Somebody was going to have twins. But, wow. I can't even remember those little girls' names, and they're little girls. But anyway, you guys, I just want to tell you guys, today is Friday. And she says, yes, from the pictures with my grandma, I seen no black in him. Plus, her mom was part Indian, but different, had black in her. Oh, okay. So, you know, um, I want to give you guys a word of encouragement. And here's the word, to be honest with you. You know, like, if you have a problem with somebody, and that person don't even know you have a problem with them, they don't know. They don't know if you have a problem with them or not. Try to work it out. Try not to be angry with them and take your anger with you and be talking about them and doing stuff you got no business doing and stuff. Work on something like that. Like every day when I come home, it don't matter how much work I do at work or how many hours I put in. I'll come home. I'll wash dishes. I'll wash a load of clothes. I'll vacuum or something. I'll put some clothes up or something. But sometimes we got to work on our relationships too. She says, no, SP, my father is a twin. I can't believe it how much our stories is alike. Really? Wow. Yeah, my father is a twin. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm going to say this. Like I said, I'm not going to stay on here long. Um, some people, they were born and raised with their father, and I wasn't. I mean, you know, the story I heard was he was a little bit agitated in having a girl. And so, therefore, he wanted my mother to get an abortion, and she didn't. And he thought she was cheating because he's a man, he's a king, he's a this, he's a that. So, I was not supposed to be here, you guys. And so, my mother was in a very domestic violence situation, and so she left with me in her belly. And like I said, I've got a lot of brothers, so they used to look at my mom and say she looked like Mother Duck. And all them kids, 10, 11, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I don't never make fun of somebody with a whole bunch of kids. My mother just told me, don't you do it. And so, after I had my two, I was like, I'm done. But anyway, my mother left the relationship because of the domestic violence. And, because, I guess if she wouldn't get an abortion, he was going to beat the baby out of her. I'm the baby. I'm still here, you guys. You see what I'm saying? Isn't God good? I'm still here. I'm still here. Anyway, um, sometimes when people wonder why their prayers are not answered, they may be asking for healing. They may be asking for finances. They may be asking for their children prayers to be answered. And they wondering why their prayer is not being answered. Well, that's why I was telling you guys, you're not supposed to have aught. Pretty much what they're saying, anger with your brothers and sisters. You're not. Go and make it right. Go make it right. Because I do believe God wants us all to make it, to be with him. We all not going to make it. We all just not. That's just, he didn't make hell for us. He didn't. But that's what some of us is going to choose. Because some of us want everything in this life. We're angry. We're envy of each other. And you know what? You don't know what that other person's job is supposed to do, what they're supposed to do. You know, just think if I was like if my father succeeded in to get me aborted or get me killed or miscarriage or whatever, the things that I've done in this life would have not have happened. Like I have saved some lives before, you know, and I'm wondering if those lives would have been in a worse situation or whatever. I'm pretty sure God have worked it out, but I'm just saying. And then the kids that I have wouldn't be here. And then my niece, getting her out of that situation, wouldn't be here. But you definitely want to make sure you do something that is important. And it don't have to do with money. So even though that we want money and we want to live a good life and pay our bills and have brand new car, brand new houses and go on trips and everything, trust and believe. The Lord tells you when you do something, do it in love. So back to another situation. So, and I'm just saying, if the Lord puts something in your heart, I hope and pray that you guys will run after it because that's what you're here for. And I know, you can't tell me I don't know. I'm going to say this, and some of y'all just going to look. There's 10 people in the house, 8 thumbs up. You guys are going to be like, you're going to look to the right and look to the left like, is she talking about me? You know, here's the thing. I know that sometimes, or most of the time, or the majority of the time, people are scared to do the right thing because they know it's going to be some kind of more like a backlash doing the right thing. I know. I get in more trouble doing the right thing than doing the wrong thing. When I do the wrong thing, I know I did something wrong. And I feel bad about it. But I try to correct it and not do it again and ask people for forgiveness and everything. And sometimes I know when I've hurt somebody's feelings. And there's a couple of people I know I hurt their feelings, but I didn't hurt their feelings doing something bad to them. I hurt their feelings by telling them the truth. The truth. So I kind of figure if they're mad at me because I told them the truth, then they must not really be really good friends. Really, really, really. Hey Gloria, how you doing? She said, I didn't even know you was on. But I don't know nobody that comes to me and say, hey, I want to know the lie. I want you to just tickle my ears. But if I tell them not the truth, they'll come back and say, well, why you didn't tell me this or why you didn't tell me that or something, you know? So just stick on what you know. And that's why when somebody comes to me and say, don't do this, SP, and don't do that, and I just be like, you don't tell me what to do. My spirit is guiding me in the direction I need to go in. 9 times out of 10, 9.9, 99, I really don't know what I'm doing, you guys. But I'm just following directions, and hopefully I'm following those instructions. I really hope so. Some people are not going to like the way I deliver it. Some people's going to question it, which, hey, they can do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't got a problem with that. But I'm definitely going to continue doing what he's placed in my heart. I don't care if we got 10 people, 2 people, 1 person in here. I'll come on here and we'll talk. We'll try to get some kind of understanding. Because sometimes, and I told you guys this from day one, yeah, I got a lot of brothers. But in reality, I feel alone in this world. I do. You know, you can't really trust nobody. You just can't. And people get mad and they be like, you can't trust me? No. No. I mean, you can ask my husband. I don't trust him. And people be like, well, you can't have no relationship if you don't trust. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. What I'm saying is, I'm not going to trust man or woman with my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do it. I can't do it. I don't want to end up down there in that pit because of foolishness, because I love a person and I chose them over God, or when I know what's right and I know what's wrong. And when I know what's right, I'm going to try to do it. And guess what? He's going to judge me by my heart. He's going to know when I meant to do right, and he going to know when I meant to do some harm and do some wrong. But one thing I can say, lately, I've been trying to do everything right. I feel good about it, and that's all I can do. And if somebody mad at me about that, I don't know what to tell them. I just don't. I'm not gonna never make you happy. Like if you upset with me right now, you might as well just back right on out, because I'm not going down that other hole. I just can't do it. I can't do it. I don't care how mad you get at me. I don't care what names you call me. I don't care what you do to me. I don't care if you're sitting over there with your lips stuck out talking about, I'm going to get her. You know what? I am like preserved. There is something that the Lord wants me to do. And if you get in the way of that, I'm just going to tell you right now. And there's something he wants you to do too. But if you start doing it, I guarantee you he'll clear that path for you. So I'm telling people, you get in my way, because I'm going to follow what the Spirit tells me to do. I'm going to do that. But if you get in the way, woe to you. Woe to you. That's all I got to say. I'm just saying. Then people call and say, SP, this happened. SP, that happened. And in your heart, you sitting there praying for my demise. You sitting there praying for my failure. When I'm telling you, I can't fail. I just can't. What he wants me to do, I've either already done it, or I'm doing it, or I'm getting ready to walk into it. And you better not get in the way, because I guarantee you, he'll move you out the way, and you'll open up your eyes and be like, you know how sometimes people be crying. They'll call you, and they be crying, and they be like, oh, my such and such got cancer, or my husband just left me, or my kid is on drugs really bad or something, or whatever. And you be like, you praying for them and everything, and it ain't going nowhere, because they're not praying for you. They wasn't praying for you. They were praying for you to fail, and praying for you to get ran over, and praying for your marriage to fall, and praying for you to, you know, go to the hospital and die. They like, wait, will you be, I mean, they may not say it verbally. They're not going to say it verbally. But I guarantee you it's in their heart. And God knows about it. So you need to start cleaning up your heart. We all do. Because sometimes I have some bad thoughts too. I am not going to sit here and tell you I don't wish people death and stuff like that. But I just, let me tell you guys something that was irking me for like the last 3-4 years. My next door neighbor that lives right next to, I almost called the baby Danielle, but her name is Dominique. That lives between Dominique and my house. There's a neighbor live there. They got a nice home. It's just a ranch home, just like mine or whatever. But in their backyard, the owners that used to own that home, they they built a pool, not not up ground but underground pool with a fence with an iron black fence around it and everything. Plus they got a fence around their backyard. Beautiful fence. I mean, swimming pool. It's as big as when you go to the park, the recreational park. That's how big it is. So they got like a 3 foot, 5, 6, 7 foot. Okay, so you know it's big enough. Now it ain't spectacular. It's just big because they dug it themselves and put it in themselves. Then they sold the home. So sometimes, like, I don't drink Dr. Pepper and Pepsi and Coke. I don't drink those drinks, you know. For a while, in the last 4 or 5 years, I really quit drinking soda until this last year. I started drinking soda again. And you guys know, I like my red pop. But anyway, I would always go in the backyard and see the privacy fence. I didn't put up the privacy fence that divides my house from their house, or their property and my property. They put it up. But the fence is old, it's getting all brittle and breaking apart and everything. But I go in the backyard and I got fence in my backyard and I got soda pop cans in the backyard, and then the guy, he'll be sitting in his truck yelling at his wife because they're getting a divorce or whatever, and he'll chain smoke, boom, 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 and just throw them. He don't throw them in his yard. He throws them in my yard. Okay. I mean, it looks like he just dumped the whole ashtray out in my yard. Anyway, so so yeah, yeah, and he's supposed to be a good neighbor. So they got an oversized garage, just like we do, with the driveway. So you can actually park 3 cars in the driveway if need be. And they got, 2 cars in the garage. And for the last 2, 3 years, all of this been going on, you guys. And I'm like, oh my God, you go out there, you pick it up, you pick it up, you pick it up, you pick it up, and I was just telling my husband, I'm just getting so sick and tired of it. I just want to throw the cans and all that stuff back into their yard, but I don't do it. I just pick it up, throw it away, and call it a good day. So instead of parking in their driveway, they like to park right behind my driveway. So you know what happened one day, right? You guys know what happened one day. I mean, every day, they would park behind my driveway. They got a full driveway over there, but they would park behind our driveway. So one day, I didn't do it, but the truck, my husband was in the truck, and we hit their car. I say we because I'm just going to keep it safe, you guys. But you just heard me just say I didn't, okay? But I'm keeping it safe. So, anyway, we go over there to them. My husband goes over there and tell them what happened. And they was like, okay. My husband says, I'm a body man. I can fix it. They was like, well, we'll just have, we're just going, well, we'll see in the morning because it was really, really dark or whatever. See what kind of damage it was not a big thing. It just wasn't. It wasn't a big thing. So a couple of days go by, and I keep telling my husband, go over there and see if they're going to go on ahead and bring your car to the shop so you can fix it. He goes over there, and so the guy says, I don't know what my wife wants to do. And so I told my husband, I said, honey, we're going to have to call the insurance on this because they're trying to, if we don't call it in, it's going to make it look like something. He was like, no, honey, they're going to let us fix it or whatever. So I went ahead and called it in on the insurance company. So anyway, my husband goes back over there, and they tell him, well, we're going to have a friend look at it, and we'll see how much it costs or whatever. They're giving him the runaround. A whole week or two go by. So then they come over to the house, they knock on the door, and so the guy was like, well, it's not up to me, it's up to my wife, and she just don't even want to deal with it. So we went to our insurance company and everything, and we got the quote for you. This woman, it was a little bitty bump, okay, you guys. This woman wanted $13,000. Did you guys hear me? $13,000. And so I gave the number and my insurance number to them, and I said, well, the insurance will handle it, right? Here's the funny thing. Their insurance told them, oh, we're going to clean them up. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't turn it in? No, I did turn it in. See how good God is? Here's the kicker. They found out. They went and got the highest quote. Their insurance company was telling them, because they was all friends with the insurance company. Their insurance company told them, don't go get no $300 quote. Go get the highest quote. And they went and got the highest quote. It was like 13,000. They were going to go take it to a prestige place. Guess what? You guys are not going to believe what happened. I'm going to show you how good God is. We had the same insurance company. We both had the same insurance company, you guys. People, I'm hell want water. My grandmother said. When they found out we had the same insurance company, they was like, oh my. We had the same insurance company, you guys. Listen. Oh my goodness. Tina, you got it. So the insurance company was like, well, we're not going to pay no $13,000 to get your car fixed. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. They did give him a little chunk of change. But anyway, I was telling my husband after that situation, we really have to be careful. I was like, I wish that, I started praying. I'm like, Lord, I'm so sick and tired of when I back out of my driveway, I've got to watch out for their car. I'm so sick and tired of that. They got a whole driveway over there, but I said, how would they feel if I parked behind their driveway every day, every day, every day? And I got to creep out. You know, when you want to leave, you just want to back out and go on down the street. You got to watch for this. And not one car, you guys. They didn't park one car behind my driveway. They parked 3 cars. You remember you guys always seen that red Charger? I would always show y'all that red Charger. You remember, and I was like, oh, this is my car right here, you guys. Remember, I would always show you that red Charger when we be walking down the street. That was one of their cars parked in front of my driveway. That was one of them. And then I showed y'all the black Charger. That was one of them, too. Yeah. Hey, Carla, how you doing? Hey, Candy, what's going on? I see you in the building. She said, good morning. Good morning to you. So I kept praying. I was like, nobody knew my prayer, but the Lord heard my prayer. Good morning, Freddie. Good morning to you. The Lord heard my prayer, and I just kept on saying, Lord, I'm getting so sick and tired of having to, when I back out the driveway, that I got to watch out for their car. That is so rude for people to just park behind your driveway every single day. Every single day. That's what they do. throw the cigarette butts in your yard and throw the pop cans in your yard every single day. Sonia White said, yes, I remember. Well, then I was outside. I was trying to break down something and put it in the trash. And the next door neighbor came over to me and he was like, neighbor, he was like, guess what? You're going to get new neighbors. And I said, why? What's going on? He was like, oh, we're getting a divorce. I said, what happened? He was like, my wife just couldn't keep it to herself. And I was like, are you serious? He was like, and he was calling her the W's and the B's and all this other stuff. And he was like, here's the bad thing about it. She's been cheating on me for a whole year. And she cheated with the soccer coach for their son. And she got 3 boys over there. Guess what? Those boys is not even his. He's raised those boys from day one when they was just like 2 years old. Hold on. Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. I had to take that phone call real quick, but cause it's storming out, and so my daughter is scared to death. She's like, "Oh my God, Mom, it is terrible out here." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know. I just came from out there." Anyway, you guys, I wasn't wishing for them to get a divorce or anything, but I am so happy that they moved. Now I ain't got to worry about all that stuff being in my yard and them throwing stuff in my yard and parking behind my driveway. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes you just have to pray on things and it'll work out. Now, I really did like the people. I did. I really did like the people and still like them. And I really didn't care for her. She never did speak or she never did say hi or anything. She didn't know how to park. No, her kids would park there. They didn't never want the kids to park in the driveway because they got to go and move the cars and stuff and wake them up and stuff. So their 3 sons would always park behind our driveway, close to their house. And they got cameras on there. That's why I was saying, Dominique, well, she wasn't breaking in their car, but the car that was in front of their car. I told her, get out of that car, girl. Dominique was like, uh-oh. And I knew she heard me because she stopped doing it and she just walked on down the street like she didn't understand. And the minute I seen her a couple of days after that, and I was like, Dominique, you was breaking in. Did you hear me hollering at you? She was like, yeah. Sonia said park with one husband. Well, the guy next door, he is brokenhearted about that. And he was like, and you know the funny thing about it, neighbor? And he was like, I still love her. I love her, I love her, I love her. You know what? I know. People can cheat on you and you can still love them, and you do. That don't mean I want to be with him, but he did. He wanted to try to work it out and make it work or whatever. But I'm gonna tell you something. I'm like this. I am like this, you guys. I'm so scared of the diseases and stuff that's out there. I just don't want it. If I find out some stuff, you might, well, we can probably stay together, but we ain't doing nothing. That's for darn sure. Or even if I have a little inkling about it or I think about it, I'll be like, I'm going to bed. You know what I'm saying? I can be with somebody and not touch them for years. Sometimes not even talk to them. Just come in and be like, hi, how you doing? What's going on? But I'm going to be honest. When he told me that, we talking about it now. But when he told me that, I was saddened because I know he was so angry. He'd be just out there in the car hollering and screaming and cussing and talking to his attorney and talking to her and he'd be just hollering and we'd be like, oh Lord, they fighting again. He's like, I don't want to come in the dang house and da-da-da-da-da. I'd be like, oh God. I'd be like, he is hurt. And he'd be in that car crying and stuff. But you never know what she done went through too. You know, you never know. Only thing I say, you guys, you know, try to do the best you can do, okay? Try to do the best you can do. All right. Anyway, I'm going to get off of here. I got some stuff I got to get done today. I got to make a couple of phone calls. I want you guys to enjoy your Friday. I'll see you at 5 p.m. Central Time. We'll get a case or something, and we'll kick it tonight. Let's just kind of relax tonight. Let's get it, but let's just be relaxed. Let's be Friday. Let's clear our minds and clear our thoughts, and try to clean out what's not clean in us, our thinking, our thoughts and stuff. And like I said, if you have a problem with somebody, go to that person and just tell them, you know, you love them or you sorry, you know, because maybe they know or maybe they don't know. You never know. All right, you guys. I will see you guys later. Be good, be safe, and be nice to each other. Bye.